Hey, welcome back. Have you ever thought about investing in an Airbnb? It seems like everybody's thinking about it, or everybody's talking about it. I need an investment property. Well, in this week's Destination Tuesday, we're talking all things Airbnb on the business side. With travel on the rise, many people are finding new ways to tap into the tourism industry, and Airbnb is one of the hottest trends. Maybe you've considered investing in the property or just curious about why so many travelers are choosing Airbnbs over traditional hotel options. Here to tell us more and explore how it all works, we're going to take the dive in and why staycations are, of course, becoming such a big deal in Airbnb. We have Airbnb superhost, Kesi Gardner.
Hi,
we want to find out what qualifies as a superhost.
Well, you have to give the best experience. You have to respond, when people message you. And also, the cleanliness of your property is very important as well.
So it's based on reviews
Based on
that
reviews.
make you a superhost.
That make you a superhost.
Okay, very well.
All right. So first of all, there are some people who say, oh, me I did the Airbnb, but they're not, because they're not on the Airbnb ecosystem.
Yes.
So they don't have the systems of accountability. Them have a place where them make available short-term rental, but it's not Airbnb. What's the difference
Between an Airbnb and just a regular rental.
Well, the Airbnb, you use the app. And there's also Verbo, and there's also Booking.com. So it's not just Airbnb. But with the Airbnb, you are held accountable, obviously. So if something happens, Airbnb can get involved. You can cover the costs if something, somebody breaks something. And then you can also see and kind of map out your earnings over a period of time. So that's helpful.
Okay.
So how do we know, because everything is not for everyone, how can somebody know or ascertain whether Airbnb is for me and I should get involved, or I should see it and wish it well?
Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people are looking for unique dwellings. So you see people having a camp, a tent, to a tree house. I mean, there are so many options. Yeah, there's so many options. But, you really have to think, okay, do I have the time to dedicate to this? Can I offer an experience? Also, safety is always a concern, especially for female solo travelers. And we have a lot of those that come to Jamaica that want experience. So those are the things you have to take into consideration. Also, you have to look at the cost analysis. Is this really profitable at the end of the day? Can I cover the expenses, say, your JPS bill, your water bill, those kinds of things. So those are the things you have to take into consideration.
What's the process like? Where do we even start? If I think, okay, Dennis, it's 2025, want to have an investment property. Remember, Carlton is always talking about additional sources of income. Where do we even start, Kesi?
So first, you need to do a cost analysis. So you need to go on Airbnb, sign up, look at the costs, rentals in your area per night, and it can go from $20 a night to thousands of dollars. I mean, you have villas, different dwellings. So, and then you talk to your realtor, look at some investment properties. There are quite a few on the market, and decide. But you don't necessarily have to buy property. If you have a extra room in your house, and you need, you're not doing anything with it, you can also list it as an Airbnb.
So, because I was thinking that sometimes it might be that you have a house that your parents lived in and they're no longer around, and like as the children, you're not interested in living there, and you're wondering what to do with it. Or it might be that you're a parent and you're now empty nesters, and the children are gone, and like you built this dream house. What are you going to do with it? Because nobody wants to live in it. How do you then make it Airbnb-able?
So it needs to be clean, first of all. I always tell people, come up with a concept, and that's what I do with people. I help them come up with a concept. Okay, who's your target audience? Who you want to
people with money, Kesi.
Exactly. So if
if
it's that, then you need a concept. You need something that's going to catch people. People want an experience. A lot of diaspora people, they want to immerse themselves in the culture. Even the foreigners too, they want to immerse. So they want it to be like Jamaican themed. Or if you're trying to get those big money, luxury, high-end furniture, those kind of things you have to take into consideration, and then you market accordingly.
It's funny because I had a conversation recently with somebody who was coming, and they were saying, look, I want to stay in St. Catherine, but I don't want to stay at the family house for this funeral.
Oh.
So that's why I'm doing Airbnb. I'm not staying on the North Coast. I'm staying in St. Catherine, but I don't want to stay at the house.
Exactly.
So like Airbnb allows me to come home and not have to worry about all of the
home.
people and the politics of coming home and who I brought something for.
And then of course with the all-inclusive, and we love all-inclusive, don't get me wrong, but you can't bring your people you have to, you have to pay. You
Or
know?
they have to come at a certain time. So are people choosing Airbnb now, more now, because of the flexibility and the options that it gives?
Flexibility, and then a lot of solo travelers, like I said, they want, they want to feel safe.
Yes.
And they like working with female hosts because they know that nobody's not going to come try harass them.
Yes.
And then the cost effectiveness of it.
Right.
Not everybody have money to spend $200 a night on a hotel
True,
room.
$500, $1,000 a night. But let me ask you, Kesi, because as we're talking about this, it seems to me, as an onlooker, that the Airbnb market is saturated. Somebody might be looking at it and say,
Everybody's
everybody in it. So,
doing it.
boy, Kesi, it don't make sense, me go. What do you say to that? Is it a market that more people can still come? It makes sense to come because me look at me and say, but when we go have an Airbnb, Leah have one, Brown Man have one, DJ have one, Nita have one, Abby have one, Paul have one,
Is there
Daniel have
sufficient
one.
demand to make
It's
it
a
viable?
billion-dollar business, and it's projected to be increase. I mean, globally, up to 2029. So
Then how is it growing so fast? And then I hear the tourism minister say how many visitor arrivals and increase, and the hotels are full, plus new hotel are built, and people still come come at Airbnb?
yeah, there's room for everybody. There's a place for everybody. I mean, I think with the surge of like Vibes Cartel, Freedom
Yes,
Street,
I was about to say, yeah.
and Barry's concert,
Yeah.
there are more people coming, and they want an experience.
That is true, because I stay at Airbnb when some
you
fest,
travel.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
Nope.
We know where you stay. We know where you stay. Good morning, Hilton.
How you doing? Good morning, Secrets. How you doing? Hi, Sandals. How you doing? Because again, the safety thing then is, you see, your man, I never say you salute me. I'm not salute. You understand? So I'm very conscious about that, so I can understand. But how do we get Kesi to say, all right, Kesi, for real, my mom has a place, and really it's just been there gathering dust. How can I make money from this? How do we consult with you and you can walk us through? Because the process
It
can be
requires some walking through,
intimidating.
and going into it, it intimidates. You feel fooled.
Yeah.
Just going
So is that where we call you and say, Kesi, can we have how do we get to you and how does it work? Because I might have somewhere in it.
You can call me, 876-881-7830. You can follow me on Instagram, Kesi Gardner, and I can help you and walk you through that as well.
That number that can make money. Yeah.
Every make a muck.
Truly, it all adds up. And you can make a good money, though.
Yeah, you can make good money.
What are some of the areas in Jamaica that are popping up as popular Airbnb destinations that maybe we're not thinking about?
You'd be surprised, Portland. Portland is people want nature. People come here for the nature. They want to
and then
be in the bush.
it allows you to spend a longer time. Traditionally, the Portland tourist is a different kind of tourist than, say, the Moby or Trelawney or St. Anne tourist, because they want to spend less and stay longer.
Yes.
And so eventually the dollar spend at the community level is greater. It's fascinating to see. Maybe Airbnb is the way.
And there are add-ons. I mean, the person wants a chef, you can get a chef. They want airport transfer, you can offer that as well. There's so many things.
So it's good, so look here, Nita has a boss, I'm going to partner with him. So I'm not just the Airbnb person, because I know, say, Brown Man.
And the video go fuck, remember, so when you come to Jamaica now, you're going to need someone to take the video and the picture and edit and
Where's
do
your
the
solo traveler? Yeah.
Kesi, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Guys, I see somebody now like...
the wheels turning in the brain.
Never thought about that, Miss Kitty.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it right now. But I love this idea. And for the year 2025, maybe we can look at a room at our house or a room at our grandparents' house and see what we can do about that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so very much for enlightening us this morning. Many light bulbs going off. Thank you so much.
Imagine when Brown Man bring down moms and moms in the building from England. In it, mate.
In it, man. You lot. Our guest this morning has been Kesi Gardner, Airbnb super host. I gotta tell you, we wrap things up when we get back right after this break. I like this.
Yeah.